Assalamualaikum dear students. I hope you all are fine. Students, I have completed all the definitions related to chapter number 1 and 2, and today we will start and revise our objective work from these chapters. So, firstly, I have opened chapter number 1 review exercise, and I am start question number 2, fill in the blanks. As we have discussed in the definitions all the signs, so let's be fill up the blanks according to the content. The symbol this symbol means and this symbol means and this is consisting of only common elements of two sets is called dash of two sets. Common elements is called the intersection of two sets. Okay, when we find out only the common elements of two or more sets, then it is called the intersection of two sets. Okay, uh, write intersection in the blank. Number 3, the set which contain all the possible elements of the sets under consideration is called. If I am talking about all letters, and letters under consideration is the alphabets, all the alphabets. Okay, then all the alphabets are called universal set. Okay, and I so the set, any set that is that has all the possible elements of that sets is called the universal set. Okay, write universal in it. Number 4, two sets are called dash if there is at least one common element between them. If there is any common element between them, then it is called overlapping set. Okay, and fifth one is in sets the universal set act as a dash of small intersection. In universal sets the in sets the universal set is act as identity for intersection. Okay, let's start question number 3. Question number 3 is about tick the correct option to write an empty set. For empty set, which symbol is used? Yes, C. This symbol is used for the showing the empty set. Okay, number 2, the complement of set it can be written as B. If we have find the complement of any set, then we apply dash on the top or right of the that letter. Okay, then B is the correct answer. Next is uh, if A is equal to 1 and 2, B is equal to A and B, then A intersection B is exactly null set because there is no any common element between them. Number 4, if A is equal to 1 and 3 and B is equal to 1 through 2 3, then A union B is equal to 1 2 and 3. Okay, if we are grouping A and B, union means group of two sets. Number 5, B difference A can be represented as C. B difference A because in first there is the alphabet A is in the first, but in the statement B is at the must be at the first. Okay, so this one is the correct answer. Number 6, A complement union A is called the U. Okay, U is the correct answer. Similarly, let's start question chapter number 2 objective. Okay, I have opened chapter number 2 objective. Question number 2, fill in the blanks. This dash consists of fraction as well as integers and is rational numbers. The rational numbers consist of fraction as well as integers. Rational numbers is the correct answer. Number 2, the rational number p over q and minus p over q are called dash inverse of each other. We have discussed two types of inverse, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse, and when we change the symbol of any fraction, then it is called the additive inverse. Okay, the correct answer is additive inverse or additive, right? Just okay. Number 3, the number that can be expressed in the form of p over q, and where p and q is called the integers and q is not equal to 0 is called the rational numbers. Okay, number 4, 0 is called additive identity and 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Okay, the rational number 0 has no reciprocal. Write reciprocal in the blank. Number 6, the dash inverse of rational numbers is its reciprocal. the multiplicative inverse. Okay, then when we find the multiplicative inverse, we just take the reciprocal of that fraction. Okay, the multiplicative inverse of the rational number is its reciprocal. Number 3, question number 3 is about MCQs. Let's start. MCQs number 1, the number that can be expressed in the form of P over Q, where P and Q is not belongs to Z and Q is not equal to 0, is called the rational number. B is the correct answer. The additive inverse of 2 over 3 is minus 2 over 3. So we just change the sign of that fraction. Number 3, multiplicative inverse of minus 4 over 7 is minus 7 over 4. We take the reciprocal of the fraction. C is the correct answer. Number 4, if we take the add these two fractions, what will we get? We will get 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So correct answer is D, 5 by 6. Now fifth part, if we divide these two fractions, 2 by 5 divided by minus 4 by 5, then we will get 1 over 2 with negative sign. C is the correct answer. Okay, now we have completed the objective of chapter number 1 and 2. You will revise and learn this by heart. Okay students, take care. Allah Hafiz.